GHB TV. Ah, ah. What's poppin', man? Crazy night. Not even crazy. I don't know what to call it. You win some, you lose some, for sure. Shacky Foster, shout out to you, family. Look very sharp, great shape, timing, distance. You know what I'm saying? I give it to you, Shock. You look good, baby. Shock, you look good. You did your thing. I ain't taking nothing from you, Shock. You feel me? You went out there, you used your jab, kept your range, pinpoint precision, change southpaw. You know what I'm saying? Threw a flea flicker in there, change southpaw, controlled your man, pinpoint with the straight left hand. You know what I mean, I couldn't even if I wanted to, I couldn't take nothing from Oshaki Foster. Oshaki Foster did what you supposed to do. Get ready for the fight, go in there and fight, stick to the game plan. Stick to the game plan. Cool boy, I feel like a lot of it's a lot. Yeah, that's my folks. Yeah, I'm riding for the love of my city, for the love of my people. Yeah, I'm gonna ride. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'm gonna call it how I seen it. Cool boy, you gotta stop bullshitting, baby. You can't come out there like that. That was nasty. It was. I'm a fat boy, but you can't be a fat. I'm 39. I'm done. I'm basically done. I can be a fat boy. You can't be a fat boy. I mean, you gotta be in great shape. Oshaki was in great shape. My bad, y'all. I know I get mad when I eat. I'm not taking nothing away. I'm not taking nothing away from Oshaki Foster. But cool boy, you gotta you gotta be locked in. Can't just do the can't. You gotta be locked in. You gotta be on your shit. You hear me? You wasn't on your shit tonight. Feet wasn't coordinated. Hands was faster than your feet. The movement wasn't fluid. Looked like you had a lot going through your mind. Chin in the air. Lot going on in there. I understand. One of them things. You know what I mean? And everybody had their nights, bro. But when you was working behind your jab, a little bit of success. But it was looking like you got bored in there. It was looking like you got bored in there. You know what I mean? Oshaki was rolling. Oshaki was in shape, physically, mentally, and he was on task. Anything his team asked him to do, he went out there and did it. Can't get mad at him, bro. Hats off to Oshaki Foster. You know what I mean? Oshaki Foster did his thing, bro. Congratulations. And I feel like this. I feel like you gotta remind yourself. This for Cool Boy. You gotta remind yourself. This guy is trying to get where you are. As far as status, as far as accomplishments. So you can't sleep on him. You can't look at it like it's an easy fight. You know what I mean? Your body, the machine, gotta be running. The machine gotta be right. No matter what the mind think, the machine gotta be right. You go out there, fall short on some goofy shit. You know what I mean? Africa is home. Appreciate the donation, Greg. Gang. My bad. He said, respect, Greg, or should I say Nostradamus? You called that draw. Salute. No, you could call me what you want, but I had a feeling about that fight. I had a lot of little feelings about that fight. One, because of the styles. But I'm going to get into that fight. I'm gonna talk about that. But I gotta give Oshaki Foster his props, man. Oshaki Foster looked sharp. And he looked sharp on both sides. When he switched to Southpaw after I think it was the fourth round when he switched or something like that. When he switched, that was crazy. That was a hell of an adjustment. Didn't switch back and finish the job. I ain't gonna lie, that was nasty. I ain't gonna lie, that was nasty. One thing I noticed about Oshaki, he was very relaxed, very composed. He knew what he wanted to do. And they had said that they studied Cool Boy. He said he studied Cool Boy. I could believe it. I could believe it. You know what I mean? Because he went in there just on point. Everything was on point. I couldn't be mad at Oshaki Foster. You know what I'm saying? Cool Boy looked like strictly fat camp. No disrespect. Looked like, listen, strictly fat camp. Upper body too heavy. Legs small. Belly wide. We saw that at the weigh-ins. You know what I mean? It just looked like it was a fat camp. It looked like he trained to lose the weight. It didn't look like he trained for a world-class fight. This is the top echelon of boxing. You have to be ready. There's no excuses. Now, did he take the loss like a man? Yeah. Take it like a man. You've been here before and you know you could get back. But you gotta be in your bag. Gotta get in your bag. Can't have those nights where you get frustrated and you like, fuck it, I'm gonna go do what I wanna do. You know what I mean? Can't be eating all crazy and wild. No, Philly not looking sad. Don't do that. I know y'all be wanting to kick us and all that, but you can't. One thing about Philly and boxing, you can't beat us down because we gonna always be around. There's always gonna be guys from Philly. So I'm never, when people talk like that, I never get in my feelings like that. I hate that. I do hate when people do that because it's corny, but I never get in my feelings about it because Philly's always gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? Philly, you can't say it's overrated when we always got a guy. We always got a guy. Always. We always got 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. We always got guys. So you can't do that. You know what I mean? We'll take the L. We gonna take the L. We got plenty of legends that's been through here, and we got plenty of legends coming. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take the L. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? What you mean, name them? First of all, where you from? The person that's talking like that, what's his name? Renzi Will. Where you from, Renzi Will? That's first of all. Where you from? He talking about name them. Niggas is crazy. You niggas is getting high. Great. The last 2 fights I really like, though. I like the last 2 fights. Ohio. So listen, I'm going to tell you the difference about Philadelphia. You said Ohio. Ohio is the state. What city is you from, nigga? I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, not Ohio. Where you from? Don't tell me Ohio. I noticed that Ohio niggas do that too. When y'all talk about boxing, y'all say Ohio. No. Where you from? Where you from? Don't tell me. He not even from, and I bet money he not even from one of the major cities. He not from Cincinnati. He not from Toledo. He from like a backyard joint. I bet money from some Bushwick Bill shit. Let me stop getting like that. I don't need to get like that. We talking boxing. Oshaki Foster did his thing, man. Come on, man. Oshaki Foster did his thing, man. We not taking nothing from Cuz. Oshaki Foster looked sharp. He looked, you know what I mean? He didn't look fast. I didn't think he was going to be fast, but he just looked sharp. He's accurate. His timing was on. He was firing down the middle. He was consistent. You know what I'm saying? Westmont, you was right. GH, your pick won me $400. So that means you owe me $40. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love and support. No, but that draw was crazy. We gonna get to that. But Oshaki Foster, man, he did his thing. I had Shane Mosley Jr. I don't know what he was doing. Shane Mosley Jr. Listen, put the gloves down. Shane Mosley Jr. Put the gloves down. Open up a store, sell fishing equipment, some shit like that. Appreciate the love and support. Landy Lara. I don't know how old he is, but he did great. He did his thing. Shit. He said Shane Mosley Jr. is Shane. He said Shane Mosley Jr. is chips on the dead homies. I second that. Yes, he is. I don't know what he got going on. He acted like it was the first time he was ever in the ring in his life. I couldn't believe that. He was like a deer in headlights. He was stuck looking at Ramos. What are you doing? You letting your hands go here and there, but then you just standing there. What are you doing, kid? Wake up. What do you sleep? How dare you sleep in my class? Mosley Jr. getting hit with that right hook. Yeah, that shit was just crazy. Chris Turner, appreciate the donation. That shit was crazy, bro. Oshaki did his thing, though, man. Oshaki, I think the best thing about Oshaki was in tip-top shape. He was in tip-top shape. You know what I mean? I feel like Cool Boy was in some like, I don't know what kind of shape that was. You know what I mean? I don't know what he was on. Felt like he just wasn't ready. Physically. Mentally, he was there. Felt like he got frustrated early. I felt like Cool Boy thought Oshaki was gonna fight with him. My bad. Oshaki, very smart. Stay behind jab. Oshaki's very smart. Stay behind the jab. Whenever Cool Boy would try to press him, take a step back, step over, keep him in front of him. Oshaki never tried to do too much. He did whatever Cool Boy would allow him to do. Not saying Cool Boy was controlling the fight, but Oshaki wasn't trying to be greedy. I'm going to just take these straight shots all night. Pip, pip, pip. If I can land a hook, I'll land a hook. If I can land an uppercut, I'll land an uppercut. You know what I mean? Lamont Roach, Pitbull Cruz. Woo! Wee! You know what I mean? We need you, Aki. Appreciate the love, gang. Zaya Nala, 3412. Appreciate the donation. Hey, listen. Pitbull Cruz, I be trying to tell y'all about that bull. That nigga is crazy. Bang in the building. What's up, Bang? Foreign in the building. What's up, Bang? What's up, Foreign? 2 cents. What up? We got the gang here. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you hit the alert button. And make sure you hit the all button. Like, I need all those. You know what I'm saying? Zay Dummy. Fuck it ass. We in the building for sure. Listen, that motherfucker Pitbull Cruz, I try to tell y'all, that's a nasty motherfucker. And Lamont did just what I thought. If I can't get caught on the end of this shit, so I gotta play him close. Now, I heard one of the commentators say it was crazy. It was a bad idea if Lamont played Pitbull in the inside, played him close. No, it's not, and here's why. If Pitbull had more to his game, he'll be elite for sure. But he 5'4", bro, and that's on paper. So you know Pitbull really like 5'2". Pitbull little as shit, bro. He can have all he want to his game. He a midget. Let's just call it what it is. No disrespect to short people, because I'm short. But I ain't that short. But I don't care what he had in his game. He a midget. No disrespect. But he's strong as a motherfucking horse. I give him that. Cruz was robbed. And what he say? Cruz was robbed and that ref is ass and cheated. Hey, Ty, stop that, man. Lamont was getting in that boy ass, man. Lamont was getting in Pitbull ass, man. If anybody got robbed, Lamont got robbed. Let's be real. Let's not do that, man. Once Lamont got it together, now listen, took him 3, 4, 5 rounds. It did. But the second half of the fight belonged to Lamont. See, the problem is, what are we looking for? A lot of y'all looking for big punches. That's what Pitbull throw. He throw big punches. So because you looking at it like, oh, Pitbull was throwing the bigger punches than he winning. A lot of that shit wasn't landing. Let's be honest. Stay the fuck out of Texas. Them motherfuckers dirty. Coach Kenny and Calvin said this after Jalil and Mia fought there. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I've been to Texas too. I've been in Houston, and we had a guy fight, and I thought we won, and they said we lost. Then they came and got us out the locker room and said it was a draw. So I've been through the Texas shit too. I understand. But knowing that, you got to go there with murder on your mind. You know what I mean? When you fight in Texas, you got to go with murder on your mind. I experienced the Texas experience too, though. I know what y'all talking about. They robbed Roach worse than the Tank fight. Exactly. That's how I feel. I feel like Lamont really won the fight. But the reason I called it a draw was based on the style matchup. Pitbull Cruz. We already know what Pitbull Cruz is. He coming. He coming to get you. And he throwing everything he got. And I love him for that. I love Pitbull Cruz for that. Lamont Roach is a skillful fighter, very calculated fighter, basic style, crafty movement though on the inside. But had to keep it tight. Pitbull Cruz almost got him. Caught him in the 3rd round with a hook. Spun Lamont ass around like a spinning top. You hear me? Spun him around. I knew Lamont was cool, though, because he kept his balance. He almost fell, though. He reached down to the ground, did this crazy-ass spin. Like when you... Remember them, what they used to call them joints back in the day? When you get on them and people spin them? What's them joints called? I forgot what them joints was called back in the day. Spun the shit out of his ass, though. I know that much. But after that, Lamont got his head together. Merry-go-round. Is that the merry-go-round? I guess. The joint you actually get on it and then somebody else be spinning it for you. A merry-go-round is like you be sitting on the joint and just chilling. This joint I'm talking about, they be spinning the shit out you. To the point people be flying off that joint. I guess it's a merry-go-round. I don't know. But that's what it looked like when he spun him with that hook. But Lamont got his mind right. Hold up. Stay sturdy on them legs. You know what I'm saying? Stay sturdy on them legs. I felt like Lamont was landing some short little jabs, short little right hands, short little hooks, shit like that. And Pitbull was eating in the inside with them body shots and them overhands and shit like that. They was trading shots. It was a great fight. But I felt like after the round 6, Pitbull slowed down. The steam was leaving Pitbull. And here's how you know why. When the fuck we ever see Pitbull get on his toes and circle the ring? Pitbull start boxing in there. I ain't even know he had it in him. I ain't know I didn't doubt him, but I just never seen it from Pitbull. I never seen him box. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never know he had it in him. I mean, Pitbull was in there boxing. That's because he was tired. That's why I feel like Lamont went up on the cards. Now, fight got evened out when they took a point away from Pitbull. He felt like the ref was helping Lamont, but that couldn't have been the case because if the ref was helping Lamont, he would have took another point away from Pitbull. Pitbull was fighting dirty as shit. You see when he used his head, Pitbull threw a headbutt from under and jumped up. You see when he did that? You see when he jumped up in the air and tried to hit Lamont in his chin while Lamont was, they was clinching? You know what I mean? You said, damn, G, how Steph gonna bounce back? You know how he gonna bounce back. You gotta get back in the trenches, baby. You know how it go. Gotta get back in the mud. Gotta get back focused. It's about being focused. You gotta be focused. Especially when you fucking with the top level. Oshaki proved a lot. He proved a lot. You know what I mean? And he was hungry. Oshaki was hungry. My bad, y'all. I feel like the fight was close, but them last, I'm going to say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, Lamont did what he had to do. He fought a smart fight. Was they both tired? Hell yeah, they both was tired. Somebody need to pack that ref up too. I don't think the ref did nothing wrong. I feel like the ref was calling shit on both sides. Pitbull said he wasn't fucking with the ref though. He like, man, we could do it again, but I don't want that ref. Make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? 115, 111 was wild. And to give it to Pitbull got tired after the 6th round. He was tired. He was tired as shit. The steam left his punches, and he started trying to box. When you ever see Pitbull Cruz box? Cut it out. Let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. Great fight, though. Don't get it fucked up. Great fight. Great fight. Technical fight. War. It was everything. It was technical at times. It was a war at times. It was nasty at times. It was a street fight. It was everything. Great fight. But when you ever see Pitbull Cruz box, let's be real. Cut the malarkey. I think Roach won too. I called the draw in the beginning though before the fight because over the last few weeks I called it because of the style matchup. I knew they was gonna be in the middle getting that shit in. Lamont got a tight style. And in his mind, Lamont is a giant. In his mind, he's 6'7", 300 pounds. Nico Jamal said that card was ass. Damn. I don't know. Frank Martin looked good early on. Cruz has one gear. Roach figured out his timing and turned the fight around in the second half. Robbery, in my opinion. Next level, I appreciate the support. And yes, I also agree. But gee, how many times can you warn for the same bullshit? No, for sure. But they both, that's what I'm saying. I feel like they both was getting away with a little shit. Well, mainly Pitbull. I feel like the Pitbull was holding. I feel like he was holding a lot. And they was trying to fuck with Lamont about it. But then, Pitbull was doing dirty shit and they had to take the point away. The knockdown was necessary. Because, it's rare you see a motherfucker spin like that. But Pitbull is a motherfucking gangster. You see how when he did catch Lamont with that shot and Lamont spun around, by the time Lamont came back around, Pitbull was on his ass. Pitbull is really a Pitbull. You think Cruz was tired or Mont took the fight out of Cruz some? Mont was on some Terminator shit. It's the same thing. Whether you take the fight out of him or not, he was tired. You know what I mean? Appreciate the donation. He was tired though. I think Pitbull was definitely tired. JB too smooth. You know what I mean? He took the motherfucking, he took the gas out of him. I mean, he was definitely tired. Great, because see, the thing was, the reason he was so tired is because Lamont was meeting him in the middle. What that means is he making him use his legs in a different way. When Pitbull is always coming forward, that's what he used to doing, coming forward. So now that you pushing him back, his muscles working in the opposite way. So it's like, let me step back and box a little bit. Like I said, when you ever see Pitbull try to box somebody, No, foreign. You can't call Rancis Bartholomew a can because that same can was giving Gary Antoine Russell some trouble when they fought. So you can't call him a can. Yeah, I appreciate the love, man, about the draw. Yeah, I called the draw. That's crazy though, cause I made two. I had made two tickets, but I never left the draw. I never left the draw on it, like on the ticket by itself. I should have just bet that fight. I should have left all the other fights alone and bet that fight. I knew that. I knew they was gonna call it a draw because of the style matchup. The reason I knew was because I knew Pitbull at some point was gonna slow down. Cause that's what he do. His mark is usually 7. And I knew Lamont was gonna be in some shape to fire. And I know when you fighting on the inside, sometimes you get a chance to breathe because you don't really gotta move. You could just sit right there. So I know he wasn't gonna be burnt out. You know what I mean? But that's the game. Was they trying to give it to Pitbull? I believe so. I think Lamont definitely won that fight. I think he won, but you know what I mean? And now here's the thing. Um, Here's the thing. Work hard, chill. Appreciate the love, brother. GregieCash on Cash App, GREGIE Cash. But listen, here's the thing though. All right, this is where we all gotta calm down and we gotta slow down and hear me out. Somebody said to me when I first said a draw, they said, "Gee, you think they'll do that to Lamont again?" I don't think that's gonna happen again. I said, "Bro, I'm telling you." They said, "Why you think that?" I said, "I keep trying to tell people, Lamont, appreciate the love. Lamont Roach is not supposed to be where he is. He was never in the plans. Lamont Roach was never in the plans. There was never no plans for Lamont Roach. Now that they have to plan for Lamont Roach, they trying to plan around him. That's why he end up fighting Pitbull Cruz in the first place. Think about it. Think about it. If you was champ at 130 pounds, you move up to 35 to fight Tank. All right, that's cool. You had a chance to be champ at 35. They called it a draw. Why? They didn't expect Lamont to hang around. Now, okay, let's put a hit out on Lamont. But if you're going to put a hit out on somebody at 140, who you going to get to do it? Pitbull Cruz. You know why I picked Pitbull Cruz? Pitbull Cruz got a following, and he that dog he's a great dog, but he's not a glamour dog. You know what I'm saying? Pitbull isn't the glamour dog. So what I mean by that is if we make a fight with you and Pitbull, you're not going to really turn the fight down and be like, all right, well, if I do fight him, I'm going to need more money. You're going to fight Pitbull Cruz. Know why? Because when you look at it, all right, that's a winnable fight. It's a good fight. I'll fight Pitbull Cruz. But the reason you got to make sure the back door is locked is because you was never in plans. There was never a time when Lamont Roach was up and coming, people were saying, yo, Lamont Roach, next best thing in the world, bro. He this, he that. So by the time he gets to the Tank fight, niggas act like they don't even know who he is. Now, the only people who do know who he is the motherfuckers that actually know him or that been in the game and they know Lamont Roach. So we knew he was going to put on some good performances. We knew he was going to fight with Tank, right? But we didn't think he would fight like he did. Now that he here, it's like, what do we do with Lamont? Because it's a lot of people who don't know Lamont Roach, but Lamont Roach is worthy, but where do we put him? We don't know where to put him. Appreciate the love. Job Money, appreciate that, gang. Congratulations. So what do we do with Lamont Roach, because he wasn't supposed to be here anyway. He was supposed to be a Tank victim. So all right, fuck it. We gonna make him a Pitbull Cruz victim. But I knew the reason I called a draw, because I've been around Lamont Roach. I've been in the gym with Lamont Roach. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the gym with Lamont Roach. He is a nasty dude. He don't look like it, but he is. So I say, you know what? If you match them two styles, Lamont gonna fight that little motherfucker. The problem is, and it's not a bad thing, but it's a problem. The problem is Lamont defense is good enough to get away from some of Pitbull's shit, like he did. They thought that Pitbull was going to knock Lamont off. Such was not the case. Lamont is a smart fighter, a sharp fighter, and last but not least, he's a dog. He's definitely a dog. So he's going to be there for the long haul. You know what I mean? So when I call it a draw, it's because I know they're going to get in the middle and they're going to bump heads and they're going to push back and forth. You know what I mean? But we dealing with two guys who not going to quit. Because of that, and because the fight is in Texas, because you fighting Pitbull Cruz and he's basically from Mexico, from Texas. Texas is Mexico and he's Mexican. So think about it. It don't really, you know what I'm saying? If they would have put the fight in New York, then I'd have been like, Lamont going to pull it off. But Lamont going to Texas, a draw. Because you good enough to be in there with him. You good enough to put your hands on him and get up out of there. He got skinny sometimes. He got caught with some shit, and then sometimes he was getting skinny in there. You know what I'm saying? But I knew they wasn't going to let him just walk. They wasn't going to just let him walk. What they trying to do with Lamont now is they trying to make Lamont the stepping stone. If you could beat Lamont, then you gonna be one of the guys. But if you draw with him or you lose to him, you might as well get the fuck up out of here. Trust me. Watch Lamont next fight. His next fight is gonna be another tough fight. Lamont is gonna be the tough fight guy. You gotta fight Lamont. And guess what? They gonna pay him. They gonna pay him. Because he never embarrassed. He never embarrasses people. He pull up and he rumble. But they're going to use him for that. They're going to use him for that, bro. Trust me. Because he was never in the plans. You remember how Bud Crawford was never in the plans, but he was knocking everything out? Think about it. Bud Crawford was never in the plans. Earl Spence told him to his face, I'm going to stop you. Remember that? Remember Earl Spence told Bud Crawford to his face, I'm going to stop you. Because it was like the audacity. How you going to think you're going to come up here to my weight class and do anything to me? Think about it. Just think about it. It was never any plans for Lamont. We don't know how to market Lamont. We don't know what to do with Lamont. And he was never supposed to be the guy. So now he the guy that's making everybody else's job hard. What the fuck are we gonna do with him? You know what? We're gonna use him to make everybody's job hard. Telling you. Lamont and guess what Lamont gonna do? Lamont gonna step up to the plate every time and fight. You know why? Lamont ain't scared of no money. He not scared of no fighter, and he not scared of no money. He gonna get this money. He gonna get these fights, and he gonna get this money. Make sure y'all hit the like button, please. Think about it. They say, damn, why they do that to him, G? Guys, they don't know what to do with him. Remember, before we start throwing gloves, this is the entertainment business. Remember? 2020 Wilder versus Fury started this draw era. I'm sick of it. Politics and championship fights is out of control. Appreciate the donation. Big 3709. Appreciate you, gang. I'm telling you. Whenever something, if y'all ever notice and y'all ever pay attention, whenever something happen that's not in plans, that's when the weird shit start. Just watch it. That's when the weird shit start. Back-to-back draws is nasty work. Real shit. Lamont gonna fight everybody that nobody want to fight. Watch. Lamont is gonna be that guy. And guess why? And guess why Lamont still gonna make some great money and still do his thing? Because he ain't scared. He gonna fight whoever. Chris Jackson, I appreciate you, gang. He said, you the coldest with this boxing shit, G, on my mama. Appreciate you, gang. I'm just a spirit. Doing what spirits do. It's 800 people in here. Hit that like button, gang. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Alexander Frazier, appreciate the donation, gang. You picked the draw. Told my son you called it 2 days back. Shit, I called it more than that. Said it was going to be a draw a minute ago, but appreciate that. I wish I wasn't right either. I thought Lamont really pulled it out, to be honest, but I can see. Yeah, Frank caught a body for sure. Bro, no lie, you the truth. Appreciate you. Yeah, Lamont going. One thing Lamont gonna do, he gonna rumble. Watch, Lamont Roach is gonna be around, bro, and then Lamont Roach is gonna be studied later on. They gonna study. It's gonna be classes on Lamont Roach and how he move and how he fight. He got a beautiful style, bro. It look corny, it look basic, but it's a beautiful style. If you know anything about boxing, Lamont Roach got a beautiful fucking style, bro. He do shit just right. The way he switched temperatures on his shots, that shit is crazy. It's easy to do in the gym. It's hard to do in the fight. Lamont got a beautiful style, bro. Trust me. It's hard to change temperatures on your punches, bro. And he be doing that shit at ease. The lunatic. Appreciate the donation. Subriel Matias should be banned. Subriel Matias should be banned for life. He killed Maxim Dadashev. Contaminated? Please. I mean, contaminated, question mark. Please. Cheats are everywhere. For sure, bro. There's a lot of that going on. And there's going to be a lot more of it. Matter of fact, if I get... Never mind. Talk to y'all later. Cardo TV. It's crazy, right? Cardo TV just sent me a he just sent me his flyer, and I guess he a limo driver, and he'll take you somewhere locally for $20, and then if you want to go to the airport, it's $100. So I guess he stepped it up from doing DoorDash to now he a limo driver. So that's when the big bucks start rolling in. Cardo TV, you fucking bum. Get that money up so I can come beat you the fuck up. Fuck is you talking about? Oshaki did his thing because Oshaki could really fight. You a tall, light-skinned bitch. My bad. Let's get back to the commercials. Does anybody in history have back-to-back draws? You right. If it's out of the norm, shit get weird. Draw error has to stop. Hey, Big, that's how it be, bro. That's how it be. It's a business. Mont said he broke his hand. Yeah, he definitely, I think he said that after like the 6th round. I remember he was whispering to his pop. What do you mean by change temperature? So by change temperature, I mean like when a guy throwing his punches, he can go fast. He be bip, 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 and they be light, and then be like, then sit on 2 hard ones. So it's basically changing the pressure on your shots. I just say change temperature because, you know, that's just how I talk. But that's what I mean when you could change pressure on your punches in the middle of a fight, like while the shit going down. He can hit you with a little short touching shot, or he could drive one all in one. You know what I'm saying? You feel me now? That's what I mean by changing the temperature. You know what I'm saying? He can go from speed to power like nothing. Should Lamont take a year off after tonight? Why? I think Lamont should come back like around April, May. Why take a year? Why? There's money out here to be made, baby. We got kids to take care of, baby. Lamont is nice. I said I said he beat Tank, but that draw. I called this one a draw with you. Tonight was subpar boxing. Lara fight was mixed boring. Yeah, it was. Dino Wells, appreciate you, OJ. Yeah, it was. I ain't gonna fraud. Appreciate the love and support though, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, man. Make sure y'all hitting that subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, this is GHB TV. I'm your host, Greg Hackett. You know what I'm saying? The some call me Hot Shot. You know what I mean? Some call me the B-side bandit. You know, some call me, you know, you know. Mm-hmm. You know. He said, Scooter, what was up with him? I just think Cool Boy had a bullshit camp. I seen it. He wasn't able to do nothing. His body wasn't agreeing with his mind. That's what it looked like to me. Should they run it back or might rumble someone else? I don't know. If they run it back, have it somewhere else. Fight somewhere else. AG, they got a new nickname for Lamont. They calling him Lamont the Draw Roach. Miller Boys, appreciate the donation. That's out of pocket. Greg, let's fight, bro. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop playing, bro. Stop playing. What up, Greg? Anything y'all need in the gym? These $5 is for platter, but I wanna start inching money in for the up and coming guys. Hey, just hit me up. I'll show you how to go about it. Just hit me up on Instagram. I got some young guys in the gym. I don't train them personally, but there's some good ones in there that you could. I'll explain it to you. No, I ain't get no shrimp tonight. Appreciate the love and support, man. Without the people, there is no GHB TV. Hey, Lamont had to fight in the night and got cheated. It's wild, yeah. Real shit. Frank Martin definitely looked good at 140. Frank Martin definitely got a bright future at 140. He just got to stay sharp. And that's what I liked about how he looked. He looked sharp. He took his time. It looked like he was working on his game while he was fighting. I mean, he was fighting. He was inflicting pain, but working on his game at the same time. Frank Martin looked good. Gee, how was Steph supposed to close the distance? Listen, when you ain't in the best of shape and your legs ain't working, it's gonna be hard. But the jab was supposed to do it. The jab and the left hook, especially when Oshaki turned southpaw. Jab and the left hook would have ran him into the right hand. But you got to pick your feet up. You got to be able to pick your feet up to do it. I just don't think. I think if you go back and look at the fight, right? Go back and look at Cool Boy's body. He was too top heavy. So that's putting weight on his legs. So he can't move his legs like he want. He was too top heavy. Go look at how big his arms was, how big his chest looked and all that. So when it come to moving around in the ring, his body wasn't, you know what I mean, connected. You feel me? Yeah. It looked like he just had a nasty camp. Feet was definitely stuck in mud. Like he was fighting that weight all camp. Somebody said the other day that he posted a picture. Somebody said the other day that he posted a picture. I think before the fight, before the camp, he was 166 pounds. It's a lot of weight to drop. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Cardo TV, you talk a lot of get money shit. You offered me $500. Stop. You bum bitch. You offered me $500 to come beat you up. That's not enough money. Come all the way to Texas and punch on a crackhead. Is you crazy? Who should fight Shakur? Who should fight Shakur versus T.O. winner? Who should fight? Shit, Oshaki got the first Oshaki got first dibs on that. And the crazy thing is, Oshaki had said in the interview that he, he did his thing against Shakur in the sparring session. So maybe they trying to line that up. Nigga try to get me to come to Texas for $500. Niggas is crazy. If I come to Texas for 500, I'll rob you when I get there. Like, why would I do that? Hey, listen, I appreciate the love and support, man. I think I'm gonna bring the Gee, that's the milk and cookies tonight. Yeah, you already know. I just needed a quick sniz at. Hey, but look, man, I think I'm gonna do the StreamYard. Y'all wanna fuck with the StreamYard? How y'all feeling? Brothers and sisters, is it a crime that I still want you? And I want you to want me to. Crime. You feel me? Your love is one out. Hey yo, we about to do the StreamYard. Fuck it, man. We're gonna bring the StreamYard out, man. Appreciate the love and support. Let's get it popping. Thank y'all, man. GHB TV on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. And make sure you hit the alert button. And then all alerts. So that when we go live, when we post videos, you'll be the first to know. Appreciate the love and support. Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram. Greg Hackett 215 on X. Greg Hackett on Facebook. Greg Hackett 86 on TikTok. And guess what? GregieCash on Cash App. GREGIE Cash. Appreciate the love and support. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.